It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the reigning NFC champs and the Tigers. Next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
Two touchdown passes last week.
Two touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
So they bring out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now a handoff looking right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
His game possession brings up second and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now a first carry for their fullback. Powers through. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. A gain of 3, second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 3.
Now they try the right side here. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the gun on 3rd down, McIntosh. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, McIntosh. He finds his man, complete. That's Robbins. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McIntosh. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I believe I can see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. McIntosh. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got his big wide receiver complete.
Complete to number 16.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Space to run past the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And he'll give it here to his running back. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Oilers are able to extend their lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Now the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. That time, a 9-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a handoff looking right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. To throw on 3rd down, McIntosh. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was he?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. McIntosh. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McIntosh. Wide open receiver, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, they obviously read man coverage there, partner. He got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, McIntosh. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
Complete to his running back out of the backfield. 2 yards on the big.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Back to throw again. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Oilers are able to stretch out their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. McIntosh. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robbins. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To throw on 2nd down, McIntosh. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Looking to throw. McIntosh. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Brings up third down.
Back to throw. McIntosh. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play there on the catch and run.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, you got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Tigers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be in the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll look to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now back to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about does the offense help the defense, does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he'll be taken down inside the 15, and to make matters worse, a flag is down as well. This is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Throwing on 1st down. McIntosh. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. And now here's a carry heading left. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, McIntosh. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At their 48.
Operating from the gun, McIntosh. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. He finds his man, complete. That's Robbins. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Max 50, Max 50. Okay, just like that, just like that.
On 1st and 10, McIntosh. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
7 yards, the pickup there.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports.
2nd down and 3.
as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. Looking to throw on second down. McIntosh. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. McIntosh. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. On third down, McIntosh. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Tigers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Houston set to take over.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here's 2nd and 9.
He'll drop to throw. It's caught. Baldwin. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Throwing on first down. McIntosh going to throw right side here. Complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, McIntosh. This one complete to Coleman. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McIntosh. He finds his man. Complete. That's Robbins. It's going the other way. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Houston's offense taking over again. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
First down, Houston.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, McIntosh. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. McIntosh. He finds his man, complete. That's Robbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escapes the sack. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Fighting to stay upright.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, McIntosh. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And now out comes Houston. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for our visitors, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the home team here, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.